What's up, meatheads? Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. Today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can start adding more box in your life. Not that type of box, although it is my intentions and hopes that you can convert your newfound gains in lean and powerful muscle mass into attention from the opposite sex. Today, we're not going to talk about that type of box. We're going to talk about box squats, the value of them and what makes them different from the regular back and front squat. So without further ado, let's roll today's footage and talk about the benefits of this kick-ass lift. Now, before we start talking about the main benefits you can get from doing a proper box squat, let me first point out the major difference between the back squat and the box squat itself. The back squat is just a very traditional eccentric followed by concentric kinetic chain movement. The difference between that and the box squat is that you're going to break up the kinetic chain in the box squat. So you're essentially going to sit back onto a bench, relax your hip flexors while keeping everything else tight, and then pop back up into that concentric portion of the lift. Doing that static overcome by dynamic type of movement is going to be completely different. It brings a completely different dynamic to the squat. And in regards to the benefits that you can get while doing this, I always think about the box squat as not only a valuable tool to get stronger and more explosive, but also as a very valuable teaching tool. All right, specifically for guys that are noobs in the gym and want to learn how to do a proper back squat. So typically what's going to happen is I'm going to first make sure they nail the dynamic movement of a squat itself just by doing their own body weight, because hip tracking for guys that are new to a squat is kind of different, and they typically like to squat down instead of squat back, which when you talk about that, the hips typically move straight down when they begin to learn instead of back, and just nailing down their body weight first and then getting them comfortable with the idea of doing that. The next thing you want to do is I typically throw them into a box squat. So once they nail the proper hip tracking that allows them to drive from their heels instead of their toes, the next thing I like doing is teaching them that same move with an axial load, so a bar on their back. And the other thing that I like adding about that is that, or on top of that rather, is the fact that you can add more volume without absolutely smoking them. So you can probably box squat probably 2 or 3 times a week without being near as sore as you would if you did a regular old back squat. All right, so that's going to be valuable for not only beginners but guys that are just wanting to beef up their squat in general. Hell, when I was back in my strongman days, I would box squat probably 3, sometimes up to 4 times a week, because I could add a lot of weight and do that with a lot of volume without worrying about just frying my nervous system and beating the shit out of myself. Why? Because the centric and concentric portion of the lift are broken up. So you're not going to have the same amount of stress that you would typically get from that killer eccentric portion of the lift that's going to absolutely fry your nervous system and your glutes, hamstrings, back, and everything else as well. So not only is it a valuable tool to teach guys that are new in the gym, just the proper tracking with the weight on your back, but it's also a way that you can sneak in far more volume without suffering the consequences of possibly overtraining. So very valuable tool to throw in for noobs to better understand proper squat mechanics, but also a great way to sneak in the volume that you need in order to beef up your squat and even your deadlift, given the fact that coming out of the hole or coming out of the box, or off of the box rather, it's a great way to really build more of that back strength that you need. That said, what I've done is put together a very quick and simple box squat routine for you that you can utilize to help better learn and understand proper mechanics for a squat, as well as work on the weak points that will help deliver a bigger squat, deadlift, as well as more of the size and muscularity that you're going for. Hey guys, hopefully you dig today's video. If you did, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. And if you're looking to build more of the powerful, functional muscle mass that allows you to look and perform like an absolute savage inside and outside of the gym, then do yourself a favor right now and pick up your free copy of the muscle building blueprint that I put together for you by clicking on this button right here, or if you're on your cell phone or tablet, simply go down to the description box and click on the first link that you see. When you do that, I'll take you to the free gift page, which tells you everything you're going to be getting with this kick-ass gift, as well as how it's going to help you build more of that powerful muscle that looks and helps you perform like an absolute savage. Like I said, completely free of charge. So in order to download it right now, click here or there, and I'll take you to that free gift page, which explains it all to you. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler